Hi everyone, this is Jen Saracenia, and today we will be doing a Pinnacle Polish haul. I just recently was thinking about all of my favorite nail polishes, and two of them came from the brand Pinnacle Polish. And then I recently tried on another polish that I hadn't worn for a while. I can't remember the name right now. And it was another Pinnacle polish, and I was obsessed with it. I'm like, wow, maybe this is my favorite polish too. Or one of my favorite polishes. And I realized that, the Pinnacle polish formula is amazing. And I like that it's a smaller business. Also, I think her name is Lizzie. The brand used to be called Dizzy Lizzie Lacquer, but I'm going to assume Lizzie lives in the Bay Area and she's a rock climber, and I am from the Bay Area and was a rock climber for 12 years. So it's just nice to support somebody else who, reminds me of me a little bit. But after I noticed how many polishes I owned from her that were in my favorites category, I decided to buy a few more. I think several years ago when I was first getting into polish, I purchased, several polishes from her, maybe 8 or so, but I hadn't purchased anything since. And so I went and bought 8 more, and I'm currently wearing one. This is Edge of Night. It has some tiny hollow glitter in it. You can't see it because there's no sun, and I'm in overcast lighting plus a ring light. So you're not going to be able to see the hollow, and you can't really even see the shimmer that's in here that well, but it's gorgeous. That is actually one of the ones that I got, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you the rest. I haven't tried them all on yet, but the ones that I have, I will tell you about. All right, so here we are, all the polishes that I purchased. And if you've seen my video on my collection, you will know that I have a pretty big selection of green and purples, and what do you know? So here they are. I did move it so you can kind of see the colors a little bit better, but Pinnacle Polish has an absolutely adorable, what is this called? Not icon. I just had to go look that up. Logo. She has an absolutely incredible logo that I just think is so cute. I mean, I currently live out in the mountains, pretty far out there. I live like 20 to 25 minutes away from the closest town, and Eastern Stairs that's like my favorite place. So I'm definitely a mountain lover, so this totally gets me. All right, now that I remember what that is called, logo, I can show you some of the stuff I got in the package as well. She sent out these cute little holographic Pinnacle Polish stickers. And then for these minis, they come in these just awesome holographic boxes. And I don't typically keep boxes. I actually, as soon as I just kept this for filming, as soon as I'm done filming, I will recycle them. But I did, oh my gosh, let me line this up. But I did keep just the few that I didn't completely tear to shreds to have. I guess you can't really see the hollow that well. Oh, there we go. Now you can see it. And this sticker, wow. And then for the full-size bottles, she has these beautiful, it looks like green watercolor. I don't know if she did that herself. Dizzy Lizzie, Lizzie, if that is your name and you ever see this, I would love to know if you did this yourself, because it's incredible. And you can see Handmade with Love in the Bay Area in Sunnyvale. I grew up right near Sunnyvale. And you can see 10 free nail polish inspired by nature and fantasy, right up my alley. I love their just fantasy bent. I guess I'll put that here. All right, so the first one is Waltz of the Flowers. And according to the website, this was inspired by the Dance in the Nutcracker. This polish is a bright magenta red jelly base filled with tiny hollow flakes, plus burgundy, pink, and gold glitter. And I did wear this one, and it's interesting. It is such a red, but it's definitely so berry. There's so much pink in it. And I am not a red lover. I typically never wear reds, but this polish is actually retiring it. And when I saw it on the website, I don't know, maybe it was seeing that it was retiring. I just thought it was really beautiful for a red. And I do have a few reds, and I do want a few reds. It's just not what I gravitate toward. And I typically don't buy stuff just because it's limited edition. But I did get this one, and I don't regret it. I've already worn it. It was beautiful. The formula was great. I mean, all of her formulas are pretty amazing. They dry down quick. You put a top coat on, and they're just beautiful. So yes, again, Waltz of the Flowers. And it's on sale currently at this moment for $8. By the time this goes up, it might be gone. I don't know. If this looks interesting to you, go ahead and look it up. Gosh, I almost want to do a swatch because I'm going to redo these nails because it's been a few days and they're starting to chip, you know. Let's just go ahead and do that. I'm going to take them off anyway. You can see too just how, like, it's pretty, I mean, it's a little bit jelly, but it's pretty opaque. Let's get this going here. Right? I mean, obviously that's over purple, but you can kind of start to see what that would look like. And it wouldn't be that dark. It's actually more like this color when you put it on. The next polish that we have is From the Ashes. And this is a bright orange jelly polish filled with silver hollow flakies, and it's inspired by glowing embers in a campfire. And I don't wear that much orange, but gosh, when I see a good orange, I want it. I definitely appreciate it. Oh, here we go. So I wanted to try this, round out my orange collection a little bit. And I haven't tried this orange one yet. I feel like I probably should have just prepped my nails to do this, but I honestly didn't even think about the fact that I might want to swatch these. And of course they're over a darker color, so I'm honestly not even sure why I'm doing this. The next polish is called Aura, and Aura is a green leaning teal base with green gold shifting shimmer, holographic shimmer, and large holographic microflakes. It says larger holographic microflakes. Not quite sure what that means, but I love the shimmer in here. I think it's so beautiful. I guess I can kind of see those flakies. I will say that the 3 polishes I referenced earlier, which I think I should grab the name of, I will put them on screen here, and maybe I'll talk about them in a later video. But they're all, I mean, what Hollow Taco would call a crushed hollow formula, but they're all hollow flake formulas, and I realize that's one of my favorite formulas, when Pinnacle Polish does it, at least. All right, the next shade, already retired. When I bought it, it was retiring, and now it is retired because I just checked. But this is Christmas Tree Farm, so just like mildly out of season, but not too bad. And this is a deep emerald green jelly base with gold metallic flakes. pretty straightforward. I also have not tried this one. And I just realized I didn't swatch Aura. So let's swatch Aura and swatch Christmas Tree Farm with the worst swatch decisions ever. But I guess it can kind of show you how opaque they are. Like, wow, I'm pretty impressed with this one right now. So this again was Aura. It's beautiful. Maybe I'll do that one next. And then we have our Christmas Tree Farm. Oof, that is so nice. Wow, amazing coverage too. I guess maybe because it's darker polish, but they're all incredible so far. Maybe I'll do a second coat at some point and get a better look at that. All right, this next one is Many Paths to Tread, and she has a lot of minis on her site. They're all about $8, and I like to get minis because that way, you know, I have so many polishes, I'm not going to get through all of them. This is something I may get through, and if I love it and do get through it, I'll buy another one. However, I have worn this one, and if I get through this one and this is retired, I will cry. This might be one of my new favorites. So this polish is a forest green base filled with fine hollow shimmer plus scattered silver hollow micro glitter. It's inspired by the breaking of the fellowship scene in the forest in the background as the group splits up to each carry on with their separate duties. And this one does have a linear hollow effect, but it also seems to have, well, I guess it said in that description, it also has a scattered hollow effect. And I'm not a huge fan of linear polish on its own. I feel like it's a little bit boring, but this polish was incredible and had so much depth, and the color is so beautiful. Let's do a swatch. And I'm sorry if you hear a leaf blower outside. Here we are. That is it in one coat. You can see this just gorgeous deep color and the little glimmers, and then when you get into the sunlight, it has a pretty intense, what is it called? The flame? The hollow flame. That's what it is. All right. All right, I just took a quick break so that the leaf blower could kind of die off. I hope it doesn't come back. In that time, I did put a few more, or I did one more coat on each, and of course these are all over purple, and I didn't put a top coat, but this kind of allows you to see how opaque they are, and generally the color. Like you can see, this is very pinky red. It's so beautiful. I wish I could show you these in direct sunshine too. But this may be one of my favorites so far. All right, to get to the next one here, we have Gossamer, obviously another mini. Beautiful shimmer right off the bat. So Gossamer is a light dusty lavender hollow microflake polish with a subtle gold green shifting shimmer. This polish has both fine hollow shimmer and larger hollow microflakes for an extra dimensional finish. I'm very excited to swatch this one. I think it's going to be incredible. I was also blown away at how opaque this shimmer is. So let's see if this one is as well. If I can open it. There we go. And yes, I am now swatching with my non-dominant hand off the table over a darker base coat, because I am not a professional. This is just for fun and sharing. But wow, look at that coverage. I mean, for comparison, that's a pretty dark purple. Oh, that's beautiful. Goodness, I'm gonna have a hard time picking between which one I'm gonna wear next. This one might win. Again, if I run out of these, I may have to buy full-size bottles. That is beautiful, and that is only one coat. There we go. The next polish is Opulent, and this has a violet base with green gold shifting shimmer, holographic shimmer, and larger hollow flakes. Kind of just looks like a darker sibling to Gossamer. Similar shimmer. Let me go ahead and swatch this one. And all of these are just gorgeous, which again is why I wanted to buy from her again. You can see, I mean, even with my left hand on camera, this just goes on so smooth. I mean, left hand on camera with the mini bottle over another color. And look it's incredible. I could literally put a top coat on this and walk outside and be totally fine. I mean, again, it's over a similar purple, so maybe it's not quite that opaque. But the polishes are just gorgeous. And you can see, super, I mean, obviously you need a top coat. I would suggest a top coat with any polish, but just amazing. All right, and to get to our last polish here, we have Edge of Night. Oh, already dirty with a smudge. And Edge of Night, oh, it's so twinkly and pretty, is a bright violet base. Let me get this hair off my finger. It's a bright violet base with red shifting shimmer, fine hollow shimmer, and scattered silver hollow micro glitter. It's inspired by the colors of a sunset when the sky is nearly dark, but a violet, not violent, red tint is on the horizon. And I'm not going to swatch that for you because that's what's on the rest of my nails, so you can see it clearly here. I recently saw a bunch of purple with like red or pink shimmer in it in the polish pickup, and I kept being drawn to them and decided not to buy any because I had this one. And this is gorgeous, don't get me wrong, and the formula is amazing, but I'm glad I didn't buy any, and I'm glad I have this mini because as beautiful as this is, it doesn't make my heart jump the way that, for example, this one does. I do really like dark polish and purple polish. I don't love red, and this has the red shimmer in it. Maybe that's it. I'm not really sure. But I'm glad that I have this to kind of remind myself, yeah, this is a perfect amount for when I want this, but it's not something I'm really going to gravitate toward. So to do our review of my terrible swatches that are super messy and don't have any top coat, this is Waltz of the Flowers. This is From the Ashes. This is Aura. This is Christmas Tree Farm and Many Paths to Tread. Then we have Gossamer in one coat, incredible, I'm probably gonna wear that one, and Opulent in one coat. And then of course our Edge of Night. So even though the swatches are terrible, I hope that you can get a little bit of an idea of what they look like. I have been super happy with all of them so far and with every polish I've gotten from her. Obviously, I've been raving about it since I was on here. I do hope that if anyone sees this video, it inspires them to try some Pinnacle Polish because, I mean, beautiful packaging, someone who I'm going to assume is relatively cool, small indie brand. Did I say really good formula? I feel like I've said that a million times. Really good formula and cute bottles. I mean, I love these square bottles. So sturdy, they don't knock over. All right. So that is the end of my polish haul and Slapdash swatching. Slapdash swatching. That is what it was. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time. It's very windy outside right now, but there is some sun coming out. So I thought I'd try to show you. It's not super direct sun, it's still a little overcast. Where are you? But I thought it would be nice to see it anyway. All right, thanks and bye.